Hi, my name is Wanda and today we will be making borscht. Well, you might wonder what that is. Borscht is a typical dish from countries such as Ukraine, Russia and Poland. It is basically a vegetable soup and it can also have a meat ingredient such as chicken. Right here we have the ingredients that we're going to need. We have 4 medium tomatoes, 4 medium bay leaves, 3 medium beets, some parsley. As you can see, we have leaves separately and stems all tied together, 2 chicken legs, about a tablespoon of salt, can be kosher, can be regular, 1 pretty small onion, about 3 or 4 carrots, a quarter of a cabbage, and 3, 4 or even 5 potatoes. The first step will be to take a 5-liter pot and fill it up with water about 2/3. Then we will take our chicken legs. As you can see, they have been skinned, and place them in the pot. We will also take the tomatoes and place them in the pot with the chicken legs. All 4 of them. The pot will be covered and we will wait for it to boil. Alright, while we're waiting for our chicken legs to boil, we can prepare the following ingredients. First of all, we will need to dice our potatoes. Actually, they need to go in pretty big chunks. So something like this will work for us. Now that the potatoes are done, we can go ahead and slice the cabbage. But first of all, the core will need to be removed. Just about like that. And then we can go ahead with the slicing. It needs to be sliced pretty finely. Now that the cabbage is ready, it's all shredded like this, we can continue with the onion. The onion needs to be finely chopped. First it's sliced, and then it is chopped. Okay. Well, the onion is diced now, so we can go on with the carrots. We can use a grater like this one, or a food processor if you have one. Well, I'm going to use a grater today, but I will use the large one right here and grate the carrots. Then the same thing goes with the beets. I can grate them with a grater or the food processor. Then the parsley needs to be chopped. Very finely as possible. After we bring the pot to a boil, we need to remove the tomatoes. Alright, so now we remove the tomatoes. They're ready because the skins on them have burst. So we put them on a plate and let them cool for a while so we can peel them and then dice them. Here we go. 4 tomatoes. So we will set them aside and let them cool, and meanwhile we will start putting in some of our ingredients. We will put in the potatoes, all of them. Also the cabbage is added. The shredded carrots. Then we have the diced onion. parsley stems previously tied. We will mix the ingredients, cover the pot, and let it simmer for about 15 minutes or so. We will turn down the flame to have it simmer. Now, after about 15 minutes of boiling, we're ready to add all the other ingredients. Well, almost all the other ones. We will add all the beets, there we go. We will also add the 4 bay leaves, the chopped parsley, and the salt. Everything needs to be mixed. Like this. Now we're beginning to get the typical color of the soup. There we go. It kind of looks like wine, but this is our soup. And we will cover the pot and have it simmer for about another 15 minutes. And meanwhile, we'll come over here and peel the tomatoes. Now they're cooled down, so we will peel them. This can be done by hand or with the help of the knife. And after they're peeled, we will need to dice them. All right, this one is almost ready. It's almost peeled. There we go. All right, and now it can be diced. We'll cut it in half. Remove this little piece here. We don't want it in our soup. And this one as well. And now we can dice it. Well, as you see, they kind of come apart, but well, that's all right. About 15 minutes. All right, next step. When the chicken is pretty much ready, it needs to be removed from the pot and set aside on a plate to let it cool. Ooh, it's very hot. Let's see. There we go. Just drain it like this. We're letting the chicken cool because we need to shred it later on and return it to the soup. It's kind of hard to catch. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna set it aside and let it cool. And meanwhile, we can go back to our tomatoes, which have been chopped by now, and add them to the soup. And mix in the ingredients very well. And have it simmer for maybe about another 10 minutes. So now we're going to shred our chicken and then return it to the pot. Now the chicken has been shredded, so we can add it to the pot. There we go. Once again, we're going to mix it all in very well. Oh, there we go. And we'll let it cook for about 5 more minutes. And we're almost ready to try it. Well, we're ready to try our borscht now. It is supposed to be served very hot, just like now, with about a teaspoon of sour cream in it, and a little sprig of parsley, maybe 2 even, why not, and a bit of bread. Bon appetit!